In a single moment, one's heart can change. A person might be talking, and the only thing he has intended is to advise someone for the sake of Allah. Then suddenly, a whisper from the devil comes to him. Look how happy they are. Look how happy they are with what you are saying. They are listening to you. Continue, continue. They are going to see you in a good light. If the person follows this, he slips in a single moment. It is for this reason that insincerity is amongst the last sins that one escapes from before reaching al-wilayah, righteousness. So a person should always watch his or her heart in a strong way. Many of the pious Muslims, those who are in reality distant from insincerity, due to their great level of God-fearingness and accusing themselves of having fallen short, they would think that they were being insincere. So one of them would do the deed of righteousness for the sake of Allah, and then he would say, when I performed this deed, perhaps I did it for the praise of the people. Then he would become disturbed by this and he accuses himself. He is not like one of us that sees himself with esteem. No. He doesn't look at himself with the eye of esteem. Rather, he accuses himself. So because the matter is as such, he says, I have wasted this opportunity and I fell into a sin. And in reality, he didn't fall into a sin. Then he would repent to Allah. This is what such a person does. A person like this is successful because he watches his heart closely and he watches his nafs very well. Such a person does not allow his nafs to do what it wants, and this is what each and every one of us is worthy of. If he prays for the sake of Allah. If he gives az-zakah, he gives az-zakah for the sake of Allah. If he teaches for the sake of Allah. And if he learns for the sake of Allah. If he shows generosity to a poor person, or goodness towards his neighbor, or he visits his relatives, or he advises someone, he does that for the sake of Allah. The sincere intention is something of tremendous importance to the intelligent Muslim. With it, the Muslim and Muslimah can acquire a great deal of blessings and reward. Things that we do in our everyday life, like cooking for a spouse or children, or covering one's unlawful nakedness, one's awrah, before leaving the house, can become something that one acquires reward for if they have the correct intention. However, most people do these things as habits, without intending seeking the reward from Allah, without intending seeking the acceptance of Allah or a similar intention. Having the proper intention every time one does anything that is accepted by Allah is essential to being rewarded for that thing on the Day of Judgment. Without this intention, one would have lost out on great reward. We ask Allah Ta'ala to grant us to monitor our hearts in the best way, and we ask Him to enable us to remember to have the proper intention when doing anything from the good deeds. Ameen. And Allah Ta'ala knows best.